Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the currently broke former mayor of some city, I don't know, in the general New York area, who was famous for brooming the Italian mobs out of New York so that the Russians and the Chinese could take over. But that didn't set him up for anything in the future. That's weird. Meanwhile, Rudy Giuliani says, imagine if Reagan or JFK took money from the Soviet Union. Okay.
Welcome back. I'm Dr. Maria Ryan.
Hi, Maria Ryan. How are you? Wonderful. She's my favorite. I watch her every day. I have a special satellite dish on the back of my pickup truck, and I drive it out in the middle of nowhere, and I got a generator, and I run the generator, and then I'm able to watch my favorite shows. I watch my favorite shows on the back of my truck, use a thing like that. And I like her because her voice is very, her voice is very sharp and very piercing, and you can hear her over the sound of the generator. That's right. Yeah. She amazing.
Alongside Mayor Rudy Giuliani, covering for Eric Bolling tonight.
Well, that's wonderful. You're alongside him, Maria. I would watch out for COVID if I were you. I hope you're upwind.
In the last few years, we really got to see how the deep state was.
Oh, the deep state, yeah.
Deep! And
it's so deep. It is deep. It's deep, deep, deep undercover. The deep state. You know, conspiracy talk for people who don't think the word bureaucrat is sexy or scary enough.
In action.
Deep action. Oh, deep state action. All right, everybody, gonna have it all deep state action. Gotta get some traction in my deep state action. Shut the fuck up.
How the establishment in the left.
That's right. CSL, you always know it. Every time they say deep state, I'm like, I'm going deep, deep, deep undercover. You know exactly where my head is at.
Weaponized the FBI and DOJ.
Oh, dear.
To take down Trump and any of his associates.
Especially this one, before even him.
Just look who's alongside me. They tried to politically persecute America's mayor.
That's it. And luckily, he didn't give him an opportunity to, because he didn't do any fucking around, so he didn't find out.
But what is equally dangerous is how the corporate media ignores everything regarding Hunter Biden and his shady business dealings.
Oh, it's terrible. They don't even talk about it. Meanwhile, is Newsmax not incorporated? Are they a 501c3? I don't understand. Newsmax isn't incorporated? What, they just run it like a fucking... Does everybody get paid with Zelle or?
With 10% Joe, but it was really 50%. You'll learn more. We'll break it all
Bring my titties
down. Mayor Giuliani, nobody knows more than you
how bathing is actually bad for
that deep state is threatening and oppressing Americans. You found out about Joe Biden even before he announced he was running for president.
Yeah. How did you know about this guy? Was he in office before he decided to run for president? I don't know. Come on.
In the 2020 election, because you were looking at Russian collusion. Tell us what you found out.
Yeah, you were close to the Russian collusion. You were right there on the cutting edge.
I found out about it because
because you bought a hard drive full of bullshit when you were in Ukraine.
An informant, a reliable source, came to me with information about how Hillary Clinton was paying huge sums of money to put together a false story about Russian collusion on Donald Trump, and she was doing it in Ukraine, and basically.
What? The fuck are you talking about? What? Honestly, what the fuck does the Hillary Clinton wasn't what? You mean the dossier? All right, at this point, I guess the whole yeah, I guess the whole plan at this point is just baffle him with bullshit. Just layer like not like different story points. Nobody keeps it straight anyway, so why even bother? To fuck with the timeline, make up shit, conflate things that never happened near each other, or create a directional timeline out of events that happened before and after each other at different times, but link them as if they all occurred like dominoes falling. Sure. Right.
I was told by this high-level operative that
a high-level operative. Weird.
They were doing, meaning the Democrats and Hillary, were doing in Ukraine what they're accusing Trump of in Russia, which was totally false.
And then you had to get that.
Oh, what an edit. Why'd you, hold on. Why the fuck, why'd you cut? Why'd they do that? Hold on. Look at this weird, I mean, is this another thing where Newsmax is like, fuck, man, he said the election shit, so we got to cut it.
Accusing Trump of in Russia, which was totally false.
And then you had to get.
See that edit? They're not even trying.
Get that infamous laptop, which you didn't ask for, but the repairman trusted. You're America's mayor. You're the #1 crime fighter of our generation. So
you're the #1 crime fighter of our generation. Citation needed.
Gives you that laptop, which you didn't.
No. If I may, no. Now, if please say you had the laptop. You physically had the laptop. The guy gives you the laptop. You did it. Is that what he did, ma'am? That's how we're gonna say? He gave him. Okay.
You tried to again do all the right things, give it to the FBI, but
no, he didn't.
In that laptop, you found out it was only.
No, he never saw a laptop, ever. Not ever. He never laid eyes on it. Never had it in his possession. Never knew he wouldn't because it doesn't exist. But okay.
One deal that was 10% for the big guy. What was Joe Biden taking home from all of Hunter's business?
Oh, God.
Apparently, he got half a piece of ass out of it. Also, hold on. Why are you cutting to this?
What was Joe Biden taking home from all of Hunter's business?
Yeah, what was he taking home?
Oh, gosh, there's a text in that hard drive that a prosecutor would.
Oh, look, new pictures we haven't seen before. And there's so much, there's gigabytes of information, and yet same 9 things.
Would salivate over in a RICO case. It explains the economic arrangement in which Hunter texts his daughter, I've been taking care of the expenses of this family for 30 years, and still I've
shutters and all that kind of stuff.
Had to give half of my salary.
Again, bagmen don't get to keep half of what's in the fucking bag, and it's a reference to what Biden did with him when he was in school, which is you pay me half your paycheck because you're living at home while you go to
pop
half
over 30 years.
Yeah.
Maybe you won't have to do the same. Now that's the arrangement. The arrangement is Hunter was the bag man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, again, bagmen don't bitch.
And Joe was the principal. I mean, I've prosecuted numerous cases like this, including.
Have you? Yeah, okay.
Including with congressmen, but never sums of money like this.
Really, in New York? Really, this is huge money. $4,000 in truck payments, and well, that's the only direct payment from Hunter that we've seen.
Amounts here are staggering.
Oh, staggering!
And
this is the biggest
excuse me.
corruption case in the history of America.
No, it really isn't. Not even close.
And over 150 red flag alerts on the bank accounts. And to this day, Janet Yellen will not give it to Congress. It's.
Why won't she? Oh, how come?
Terrible. Well, listen.
It is terrible. What, red flag accounts? Is that what they're called?
To this soundbite from Joe Biden himself.
Hunter Biden, your son's.
There is no controversy about my son. It's all a lie. It's a flat lie.
I don't know what he was doing. I know he was on the board. I found out he was on the board after he was on the board, and that was it. There's not one single bit of evidence Not one little tiny bit to suggest anything done was wrong. There's not been one scintilla of evidence that my son ever interfered, that I ever asked me anything, that I ever got involved in anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, we have seen all the shit, and that's still true. No lies detected.
Now we know that is bull-fleece lies. There's
Bull-fleece lies? Bull-fleece. Just say bullshit, because I think bull-fleece is actually more offensive. Also, bold face? Is that what you were trying to say?
pictures of Joe Biden with Hunter's business partners. There's
Yeah. Again, at the World Food Program dinner.
phone calls. There's the emails in the laptop.
Yeah, his. You're telling me his son talked to his. He talked to his son. Yeah, interesting.
And now the situation is changing. It's no longer I didn't know. I didn't have financial holdings in his business.
No, that's not. Again, do you notice how they keep adding words to this or taking them away to try and like I don't know what is it? It's not quite hyperbole. It's like hyperbole. You know what I mean? It's like they subvert. They slip a word in that make that. Here's 5 words you're used to hearing about this, and one more word that actually makes it legally different, right?
Dealings.
Yeah, I mean, there's a recording where he calls Hunter. Hunter's not there. He leaves a message on the voice machine.
We've heard this about the news story that they were going to take the piss out of you, but I think you're going to be fine.
And basically says he had just gone over the newspaper article that had all of their dealings with China described. So when he says, I didn't know the dealings, his own voice contradicts it. And did nothing wrong. 31 million.
Hold on, fucker. The article, that's not what that says. And also reading accusations is not the same. That didn't make him involved in the fucking business because somebody wrote a story that he wasn't involved. What the shit?
Dollars from our biggest enemy, Red China, and he's
Red China.
President of the United States. Imagine if Ronald Reagan or John Kennedy had taken $31 million.
Donald Trump took $17 million from the Chinese Communist Party while he was in office in his secret bank account while he was president.
For their family.
Yeah, and now it's $31 million. And it's just from China. I don't know how, suddenly all the money from all sources, any money the family made or anybody made in the family, around the family, adds up to 20, and now it's 31 million.
From the Soviet Union. They'd have been executed.
Well,
they'd have been executed.
I'm really sorry that you're being politically persecuted. I'm also
Well, I would be too if he was. It's not.
so sorry that the DOJ has gone after Catholics, people
Yeah, that's what happens when you get a Catholic in charge of the entire fucking government.
who go to Latin Mass, have gone after parents who want a better education. Our forefathers.
Yeah, but it's not so much that they want a better education, because I think, technically speaking, all parents, myself included, always want a better education for their kid. I think it's how they figure they're going to go about it, mainly being that they're going to, I guess, yeah, they're going to assert their desire for a better education by sending a letter bomb to a vice principal. That's the part that gets you in trouble. It's not just it's not a thought crime in, wow, I wish my kid's school was better.
Fathers wanted everything separate. The DOJ was
You mean like church and state? Just walked right into that, didn't you?
supposed to be its own agency.
Yeah.
Without
You mean without somebody trying to appoint their own personal Roy Cohn, like giving the job to Jeff Sessions, the first guy that I guess that, I don't know, did he nominate him first, or it was just his first endorsement? I think it was his first endorsement. Or it might have done both. I don't know how the RNC works in the state, but Jeff Sessions was the first guy to come out for Donald Trump in the House, right? and then he gets a job running the DOJ, and then he goes and gets Bill Barr when he has to replace him because even then Jeff Sessions wouldn't break the law for him. So he goes, I'll go get Bill Barr. This guy believes that the presidency is the highest office, and that, you know, he believes the Nixonian idea that if the president does it, then it is not a crime. And so I'll get that guy. Yeah, they would have been against that.
Influence at all from the White House?
I mean, I worked with them for many, many years. I probably brought their most important case.
Yeah, we know you're the source of that 1023 file. That's, you know, they under Trump, he was paying you money as a source. Prove me wrong.
Cases. I have an award as the G-Man of the Year because of my lifetime of work with the FBI.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago when they referred to people as G-men.
And a great job.
You mean government man?
And my heart is broken at what Bill Barr and Ray have done to the FBI. And I mentioned the both of them because nobody has the guts to ask them, why the heck were you hiding the hard drive for a year?
Ooh. Hard drive? Hard drive? You mean laptop, right? You don't mean the hard drive that you refused to give to all the news outlets that were asking for it before October, right?
While your president was being impeached for something that hard drive would have exculpated him completely. And I was...
No, it wouldn't have. No. No, even if everything on the laptop was true, still forcing another country that has already had money from Congress allocated to them for their own national defense, holding that to get after your political opponent or to go after this extrajudicially, go around it using another country's judicial system is still illegal.
His lawyer at the time. I didn't know about it. You were hiding it from me, and you made me spend hours with you, giving you evidence, and you already had the evidence, and you left our witnesses hanging out there to be killed. What is wrong with you, Bill?
Well, witnesses... Well, you don't have any dead witnesses. The fuck are you talking about? This motherfucker thinks he was working with Seth Rich? What the shit?
Bill Barr and Mr.
I'm dead serious. Where the fuck did, I'm so used to all the, the standard run-of-the-mill rubber stamp lies, and he's so habitual in what he talks about, and it's the same shit over and over again, that when he throws in a new detail, it better be fucking backed up by something. What the Who the fuck killed your witnesses? That's gigantic. You can't just drop Clinton body count bullshit this late in the goddamn game.
Ray, it is outrageous that you're not...
Outrageous! And we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. If I do say so, my goddamn self. Is my outrageous thing working? Yes, there it is. Oh, I know. It's behind these kind of things. I gotta move this up, I guess. Where are you? I think... Play. There you go. Outrageous. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the key giveaway. That's the word. That's how we know that somebody has been completely is full of shit, knows they're lying. Yeah. This is anytime a politician uses outrageous to describe the situation they're in or someone that they're aligned with. That's
question. Nobody bothers to ask Bill Barr.
That's right.
How could you...
Bill Barr was appointed by Donald Trump. How do you question the best people?
Sit on that hard drive for the amount of time you did it.
Hard drive. Wouldn't he have the laptop? If the FBI has the laptop, then you could say laptop because he would have the actual one. He would be able to compare the hard drive and the laptop. Why would he have just the hard drive? These aren't important details. Sorry.
And how about when I was accused of being a Russian pawn and the president? You still sat on the hard drive.
That's right.
And the hard drive proved that was a total big lie.
A big lie? No, it didn't. It did no such thing. As a matter of fact, if you were a Russian pawn and you were aware of it, you would go, holy fuck, I need cover. And then that's why you would be the person that would dole out your own, it's effectively your alibi. So we're supposed to take this unverifiable, totally lacking in metadata, bullshit hard drive as your alibi for not being a Russian asshat. We're just, yeah, okay.
By the present occupant of the White House.
the president occupant of the White House. Well, at least he admits Joe Biden's the president. You know, we got to take these little victories, right? These little mini ones. Well, I think, you know, today we had we saw a lot of harsh makeup. We saw the worst lighting Mike Pillow has ever had, except maybe when he went to the hospital and was checked after he was sexually assaulted with a tangerine. Long story. If you're new to the show, you know, you won't understand. And if you are new to the show, like, subscribe, give a thumbs up, support the show. I adore you. I gotta go. Fam's having dinner. We're gonna go play. I gotta feed my kid. I love you guys. And can I just say again to the Crooks and Liars folks, I love their site. I love what they do. I think they're fantastic, and I was so honored that they gave me that Crookie Award. I was like, I don't even think about the show. I just do the show. You know what I mean? And it was just nice to when people notice. Besides us, you know, I feel like we're here, but you know what I mean? But I, like the rest of the outside world, I always forget that people see it. And then people come up to me at Nerd Halen shows on the streets of Blaze and go, I watch this show all the time. And I thank you and all that. And it's beautiful.